Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to recap college football week 0. Although I made 7 plays and none of them hit, we had a few that were extremely close, and I have a ton of confidence going into college football, especially the first Saturday. College football week 0, we really had 4 games. I'm going to recap those games, talk about them. We'll look at the scoreboard right now here on ESPN. We had Florida State get upset by Georgia Tech. We had this game right here, which I really did not watch much of. Pretty boring. I don't think we'll be using either of those teams much this season. SMU Nevada. Insane game. Game of the day for sure. And then we had Delaware State Hawaii, which, although the game was a dud, Shager only threw for 203 yards. We did learn something in this game that's going to help us make money long term throughout the rest of the season. Let's give ScreenPal access to the screen. All right, let's go to the spreadsheet real quick. Sorry, guys, my screen recorder had that pop up. Now, there were a couple plays that were extremely close, and I've charted all this in the spreadsheet. I don't know if I'm going to do this season long, but it's kind of nice to see what hit and what didn't. This 4-man on Prize Picks was 10x, and Prize Picks changed their rules to make it 8x, I think. Which is weird because college football season long is 9x. So Prize Picks is on to us. Prize Picks probably isn't going to work much longer. And it's frustrating. But I need to get you guys off Prize Picks and onto apps that will pay us good amounts. One of those apps that pays us a ton is Better. We had this 5-man right here missed by one player, and it was one play in that FSU game. Georgia Tech, 0-yard pass, King to Rutherford, and he catches it at the line of scrimmage. That's why I say 0-yard pass. FSU decides not to tackle him at all. He runs 41 yards down the field, 41-yard reception. Even with a 41-yard reception, King still hits his under. Incredible. Incredible stuff. How do you complete a 41-yard reception the first drive of the game and can't get 189 yards? Well, he only had 3 completions in the first half. So that play was insane, guys. And this is what it looks like right here. But even though this lost, it's so exciting for me because we have a method here, 5-mans to get 20x. And if you remember last year when we had the 100-unit day, it was actually like 96 units, in that Oregon-Washington game. Not Oregon-Washington, Oregon-USC. The Oregon-USC game with Caleb Williams and Bo Nix that broke Underdog. It was 5-mans that paid 20x. What's so crazy about Better this year is we can do 6-mans that pay 100x by using the Rocket Booster. So there's no boost on this, but if I go back to my spreadsheet, which is not as exciting of a visual, you guys, but look at this one right here. There was a 5-man with a rocket, or a 4-man with a rocket. I had Stone right here, 283.5 yards, which, by the way, the rocket didn't hit because the SMU coach decided that he was going to play 2 quarterbacks in the first quarter, and then he realized, oh crap, Nevada might beat us. So it was like one of those things where the coach likes the backup quarterback. But the truth is, when his job's on the line, he trusts Stone more. And it's just like, bro, look, if you need to win a game and your reaction is to play Stone the whole second, third, and fourth quarter, just play Stone the whole game. He's earned this job. He was a superstar for SMU last year until he hurt his fibula, I think. Let him start. When he's in the game, everybody plays better. And RJ Maryland, I think he had 3 catches over 22.5 yards. Now, if the coach didn't do that weird stuff where he was playing 2 quarterbacks, this rocket would have hit. Now, the rocket acts as a double boost. So it's essentially like you get credit for 2 wins. So this was a 4-man that paid as if it was a 5-man. Now, what's so crazy with the rocket is if you do the quarterback's rocket with 2 receivers to catch a long pass, you're getting credit for 4, right? Now, you have to pair that up with something else. So what if you do it again? So another quarterback with 2 receivers. Now you have credit for 8. 2 sets of 4, right? I might do Oregon. I might do Dylan Gabriel with Tez Johnson and their other receiver they just got from A&M. That I'm forgetting his name. I always forget people's name when I record these damn videos. But you know what I'm saying? We do the Oregon trio, and then maybe a USC trio, or an Oklahoma trio, or an Ole Miss trio. Whatever team, LSU, whatever team has two solid weapons. For 100x, I think we can hit that 100x at a 5% hit rate this year, which is insane. Because 1% is break even. So if you're doing 5%, you're doing 500 times break even. So Better just became the greatest app on the market, all right? And promo code Lambo when you get a Better account, $250 deposit match, all right? So I recommend to you, wait for that deposit match, or wait for your bank account to have enough to where you can max out that deposit match. Because you only get it the first deposit. So I'd put $250 into Better. Use promo code Lambo. What did we learn about Florida State and Georgia Tech? Georgia Tech does not want to pass the ball. 5 pass attempts in the first half. So if Georgia Tech is in control of the game, they're probably not going to go over on their passing. Longest reception, probably going under for Georgia Tech. Their running back, I like his over for Haynes. 11 carries, 75 yards. Barely hit his over. You know, Georgia Tech's going to be probably an ugly team, an ugly offense. But at the same time, they could hit these overs just because the numbers are so damn low. But I will say, Rutherford, King, and that other guy, Singleton, Rutherford, King, and Singleton, it's a solid three grouping. Solid trio right there. It was for us last year. We hit a 6-man for 25x with those guys last year. And we're going to do it again this year. Probably hit a 6-man for 100x though. Which is a lot better than 25. DJ Ulungavaway, he's always been a bum. And he continues to be a bum at Florida State. I seriously thought with the culture at Florida State, them coming off an undefeated season where they got snubbed from the playoff, all of the weapons they have that he walked into, combined with the Alabama running back, Alabama receiver, LSU receiver, 5-star recruits transferring into Florida State left and right, I thought that DJ Ulungavaway could have looked like the 5-star prospect he was coming out of high school. He's looked like shit at Clemson. He's looked like a little bit better at Oregon State. And he looked terrible in this game against Georgia Tech. Cannot throw the deep ball. I think his longest completion was 20 yards. Cannot throw downfield to save his life. And for a guy that's built like a tight end, he's 6'5", 230, 240 pounds. He runs very soft. Okay? He's a very soft runner, very soft passer. He's just soft. They need to put someone with grit in there. I guarantee you there's a backup quarterback on that roster that would be better than him. But they're going to play him. They're going to stick it out. And they're going to have a crappy season. I will say this. I think I may have it pulled up. I was looking at futures right here. Yeah, I was looking at futures. Here's the futures I love. Random pick. Random free pick. Jets to win their division. Chiefs to win their division. Eagles to win their division. I'm probably going to go put 20 grand on this to win 100. And then I'll have 100 grand going into the playoffs. What's up? That's going to be nuts. But if we look at the champion of each division, I like Utah for the Big 12. I was hoping they wouldn't be favored, but I think Utah wins the Big 12. Oklahoma State will be pretty solid too, but I love Cam Rising. We look for the ACC, which is right here. They don't have it in order. Florida State's plus 500. Miami's plus 350. And you've got Clemson that's plus 300. I'll tell you this right now. SMU sucks. There's no way in hell they're winning that division. No way in hell they're winning that division. I don't know, though. Maybe if they start the right quarterback the full game, they won't be so bad. But I really think Cam Ward with Miami is going to win that. Cade Klubnik is garbage. Cade Klubnik is so bad. I might slam Miami. To be honest, y'all, this right here was not my intent. I'm pointing right over here, by the way. I don't know why I'm pointing. I'll use the cursor so y'all can see. That's a good 4-pick play right there. You're telling me if I put $4,000 on that, I win 103. We're on to something there. I'm going to make the drive to Louisiana this week, and we are on to something there. That's a beautiful play right there, guys. Wow. So I think what we learned is Florida State sucks. We know Clemson sucks because we know Cade Klubnik sucks from watching football the last year. And I think Miami at plus 350. We know Cam Ward is good. I watched him at Incarnate Word. Incarnate Word, San Antonio, Texas, where I grew up. I was betting on him. Shout out to those of you who are here, probably none of y'all. But I was making YouTube videos in 2020, and I was betting on Cam Ward. And it was super fun. So I'm curious if anybody was here in 2020 when we were betting on Cam Ward at Incarnate Word. Goes to Washington State. He's amazing, but Washington State sucks without Mike Leach. He's going to bring the U back this year. Miami's going to play in the college football playoff, and they're going to win that ACC championship, okay? So let's get back to the games. That's my reaction from that game. SMU, Nevada. What did we learn? Stone's legit and RJ Maryland. That might be one of the best duos in the game this year. SMU's in the ACC. SMU, as long as the coach isn't a dum-dum and he plays Stone 4 quarters. Let me go back to my better slip. Ignore the Georgia Tech part of this slip. You look at SMU. This 2-man, Stone over passing, Maryland over longest catch. And I think you can make this a rocket to bump it up to like 280. We're going to make a lot of money off the SMU boys. We're going to make a lot of money off SMU. This is a Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb type duo right here. This is a very strong duo right here. SMU is going to make us money this year. Just got to hope that the coach is not dumb and he plays Stone 4 quarters. Stone only played like 3 quarters worth of football, still hit that. Amazing performance. RJ Maryland had 162 yards and 8 receptions. That's crazy, boys. That's crazy. All right, Hawaii. What did we learn? We missed the over 300 yards on Shager. And Ashlock, both these guys are from Texas, by the way. 2 Texas guys in Hawaii. Congrats to them. Get to live in Hawaii for a few years, play college football. Ashlock at 81 yards. Ashlock was projected to get 81, and Shager was projected 300. If Shager had gotten 300, Ashlock would have got 120. Ashlock is getting 40% of the market share here. There were 203 yards thrown. He got 40% of the market share. That, my friends, is heavy correlation. Heavy correlation. You see over here, Ryan Lee and Jaden Sutton. This isn't Delaware State's not a team that we can bet on week in and week out or ever. But 156 yards, they got 48 and 43. That's not bad correlation at all. That's actually not bad. But this is a 42-yard long here, so it's kind of an outlier. But both those guys are under 35% correlated. They're about 31%. That's normal. To get 40% of the yards, that's crazy right there. We're going to make money on this Hawaii duo too. Even though we didn't green them out week 1, take a note. Okay, Shager will throw for 300 yards, probably 5 times this season. We can expect that. Every single time he throws for 300, Ashlock will get his number. He'll get his 80 yards. Every single time. And I'll update you guys throughout the season on that. But look at this correlation here for Maryland. 308 yards, 162. The next highest receiving player was 28 yards. RJ Maryland. That is the golden takeaway from week 1. FSU sucks. Georgia Tech doesn't like to throw. Ashlock on Hawaii. Maryland on SMU. Let's make some fucking money this weekend, boys. College football week 1 is going to be insane. I've got NFL futures coming out. College football futures. Keep an eye on the YouTube channel for that. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. I appreciate y'all. And let's make some fucking money this year betting on football.